I love this one when I talk to people. The highest price is always the best offer. No bigger lie exists. Yes, I will agree with you. 9 times out of 10, yes, the highest price on an offer. But you have to remember, there are 4 things to be considered in every offer. Actually, there's 5. The 4 main things are price, conditions or lack thereof that are contained in the offer. So the price being the offer price, conditions or lack thereof, amount of deposit, more deposit makes sellers feel warm and fuzzy, and the closing date. Those 4 things are the main. But I've had it happen twice in my real estate career where we weren't the lowest price on an offer presentation day, but we also weren't the highest price. And the one time that I want to talk about was a client of mine. They were living in a particular neighborhood. They had to stay in that neighborhood because they had a child who was autistic, and there was a certain program being run at a specific school in that specific neighborhood. So they needed to be in that geographic catch zone to be able to keep their child in that. And so we saw that they were moving up from, I don't remember whether it was a townhouse or a semi, but they were moving into a detached. And it was an elderly couple that owned the home. And if I'm not mistaken, the husband may have just gone into long-term care or he had passed. I don't really remember. It was a few years back. But what we did is my clients prepared a really great letter, and she was an educator herself, so she could speak from an educator standpoint on how important it was for her son to be in this particular school, to get this particular program. It couldn't be done anywhere else. And I think she had mentioned that she was also an educator, so saw the value and the importance not transitioning him into something else or into somewhere else. And if I'm not mistaken, our offer was $10,000 less than the highest offer, and they actually took it. And that was actually the first time that had ever happened to me. And it was sort of when there was a bit of that in the news, where I think there was out in Burlington or Oakville, there was an older couple that took $100,000 less than the next offer because they really liked that. They really liked those buyers and they liked the buyer's story. So although letters don't work every time, some sellers are like, yes, most money, best closing date, most amount of deposit. That's all. I don't care about you. I just care about how much money's in your pocket. Some sellers definitely are more focused on the story and who's going to be in that house. And I find oftentimes it's mostly elderly people that want to pass the torch to someone that they actually really like. Do you have a story like that?